Hey, Aquarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your September 2024 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right. Now, pre-warning here, Aquarius, these readings have been intense, right? They have been deep because we're looking at what is being illuminated. And sometimes what is being illuminated isn't always pleasant, right? It can be a tough pill to swallow, but it is transformational. Now, we're looking at this partially due to the upcoming eclipse season that we have taking place in September and October. And eclipse can bring about massive transformation, change, and metamorphosis. For those of you that have been feeling stuck and you've been wanting change, right? This is the time for initiation to take place. Now, bottom of the deck here, we have the devil. It's in reverse. The devil in reverse is about liberation, freeing yourself from that which bonds you or tethers you to a person, place, thing, or belief that is holding you back on your soul's journey. So the fact that the devil is showing up here in reverse is really good because what it's freeing up is a new beginning with this Ace of Wands. And we're going to look at how this illumination is opening the doorway to a new chapter in your life. We'll look at the initiative that you can take to move forward. We'll look at your values, the blocks, and the outcome. So starting off here, Aquarius, you have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is the wish upon a star, right? It is the energy of Dorothy going for a walk in Kansas, right? She's out there dreaming of bigger lands and more fulfillment and a brighter, colorful life, because in this card, it's black and white. So it may feel limited in some capacity where you're at, and you're craving color. You're craving something brighter. You're going in search of that brighter future. You may not even be what it is, know what it is that you're looking for, but you know that you're looking, you know that you're searching. And the Eight of Cups is also my Eat, Pray, Love card. For those of you that have ever watched the movie or you've read the book, Julia Roberts, where on paper it looks like she has it all, right? She has the home and the husband and the good job and the nice things, but inside it's not fulfilling, right? So she must make a choice to stay where she's at and be unsatisfied, or to really take a look around her and ask, what would truly make me happy at this time? And can I walk forward on this path? And it's not even can I, because you can, but what do you and who do you need to become to take those next steps? And that's where you're at, because your path is being illuminated. And perhaps in the recent past, you weren't quite sure because maybe it was more dark than it was light in this black and white energy. Perhaps some of you, there were some struggles and some illusions and some shadows that had blocked the path that you were on. So what is being illuminated here for you, Aquarius, in the month of September is it's time for you to take a step forward, and the path is a little bit clearer than it was yesterday. And I feel like this Eight of Cups is showing up here to remind you to connect with those parts of yourself that may have disconnected, or you may have disassociated with certain parts of yourself to get through, right? To get through or to just survive. But I feel like there is a coming home to you, right? What's the big theme in The Wizard of Oz is there's no place like home, but it's going through those experiences that she's gone through, right? And finding the courage, finding the humility, and using the logic and the heart to be able to, move forward on that yellow brick road that we call life. And your path is coming up to a fork in the road, right? There's a crossroads point here. just like in The Wizard of Oz, when she comes to that crossroads, and you're going to find your tribe along the way. There are resources and people and help along the way. So trust that you don't have to go through some of these changes all by yourself, because it could pick up like a whirlwind, right? It could feel like a tornado comes through at times and lands you in places that you don't even know where the heck you are. But what new chapter is coming up in your life? Looks like this chapter is emotionally fulfilling. So here we see you going in search of that emotional fulfillment. This could be relationships. This could be a love for what you do, helping people, being of service. You have the King of Cups showing up as this new chapter. The King of Cups is someone who is very, very loving, emotionally intelligent, patient, and compassionate. This could be someone who builds their bonds through, emotional commitments and emotional wisdom is what I'm getting here. It's almost as though you've graduated to a next level and your heart is opening up a little bit more. Not that it's about graduating the heart, but sometimes we go through life and we hit roadblocks that close us down a little bit. And the message here is to not close down, but to build honest and genuine bonds and relationships and, clientele within your career, or to, commit to things that you love and that make your heart happy. Because this King of Cups, he almost looks like a happy Buddha here, and he has what he needs, and he understands that the greatest riches in life are not just, it's not just material gain, but it's emotional wealth. And that is what this new path and this new journey consists of for you. So this is looking really beautiful because you are courageous and brave, and you have the heart, you have all the tools basically that you need to embark upon this new journey. So what is the initiative? What are you meant to do, or how can you move forward? Well, right away we see the Magician. It's Virgo season. Magician is ruled by Gemini and Virgo, are the major arcana. So it's time. Virgo season is upon us, and I feel like the message around your initiative is to remember that you are the creator of your own life. Okay. Remember that you are made up of the star stuff, right? You have talents and abilities and skills that can get through even the biggest challenges. You're an excellent communicator. You are an air sign, so communication is one of your skills. You're very, energetic, or you hold high energy, high vibration. And if you are living a life right now where you feel drained, of your life force energy, or you're not feeling fulfilled, you're tired all the time, then you are being asked to move in a direction that fulfills you, that excites you. Because when we are fully embracing the archetype of the King of Cups, we are truly happy, on our path. And it doesn't mean that we're filled with, positivity and happiness 24/7. We're still going to go through life's up and downs, but I feel like the way in which you handle it is of emotional intelligence, and you understand that you are equipped with everything that you need to move forward. Now, for some of you, you've been manipulated. Okay, you've been manipulated to believe that this path isn't possible, or that you can't go for something, or you won't be a success, or love isn't available. There's some sort of manipulation or trickery that has been told to you, and that is a lie. Okay, and so the initiative, again, is for you to remember that you have everything you need to raise your vibrations and manifest, because the Magician is all about manifesting, right? To manifest the life that you want by aligning your beliefs to your actions. That is the key to manifestation, is the belief behind it, and then taking action, right? It's not just something that, on a Tuesday we wish that we're rich and the next day we're rich. That's not what manifestation is about, right? It is about integrity and, where your beliefs lie. as well as how we action those beliefs up. And I feel like that's what you're remembering, and that you are a powerful creator, and that you have the biggest co-creating partner possible, which is spirit, right? And some of you, you felt disconnected from spirit, or you forgot that you came from, this grand masterpiece of spiritual, a spiritual spark, and you just broke off of that spark to have a human individualized experience, but you're not far from it. You always have access to that grander spark. And I feel like you're remembering that now, or you're remembering that, you have intuition that you can tap into at any time, and that we are constantly on this spiritual journey. It's not something that we have to go look for. Remember, it's not external. It's not outside of us. We already have everything we need within us, right? So it's just remembering those pieces, and maybe overcoming some of the conditioning that we've been force-fed or spoon-fed to believe, but those are lies. Those are illusions. And so you're taking action here, because the magician is very action oriented, and I see you doing what it takes to fulfill your happiness. And I'm so proud of you for doing that, because some of you, there was that delayed gratification, or something was prolonged for whatever reason. For some of you, it was due to responsibilities. Maybe you had children to raise, or, you were in a union or a job that held you back in some way, shape, or form, but you had lessons to learn. There were things that your soul needed to learn. Therefore, don't look at it as, a loss or a failure, or, bitterness or anger that you spent so much time doing something that may have held you back. And I'm not saying your children held you back, but I feel like you were meant to prioritize something else at that time, is what I mean. So let's look at your values. Ace of Pentacles. I see right now your values are all about the start of a new life, or a beginning. Some of you have and are holding yourself accountable to a new beginning in the physical material world. This may be about your health, right? Some of you, your values lie within your health, and you want to be healthy as you age, as you maybe move into retirement, or you want to connect to a partner who's healthy, not just physically, right? You don't want to be someone who, you're in a partnership and they're a couch potato and you are off, running marathons. That's out of alignment. So I feel like you are manifesting people who not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. People who are on the same page as you, on the same chapter level as you, and you have the ability to grow together because you have common goals and you inspire each other to be better people. Whether this is a partnership in career or business or love. I also see for some of you, you're wanting to get to a better place, either mentally or emotionally, with this King of Cups, because some of you, the ship was brought down in some way, and emotionally you may have felt like you were drowning. Okay, I am getting that, just because something was very black and white. And as I say that, my chest feels a little bit heavy. For some of you, this could have been physically related to the chest, the lungs, the heart, or the throat. This could be thyroid. This could be some sort of blockage. It could be emotional, which can be forgiveness, bitterness, anger, resentments, but it can also be joys, right? The heart can hold happiness and joy and love, right? And I feel like there's something that may have felt blocked from that. And you're saying to yourself, my values now have to match the reality that I'm living in my outer world, because something was misaligned. It's as if, again, eat, pray, love. It looks great on paper, but it wasn't fulfilling to her internally. And that's where your values lie, is you're saying it has to align with me. I can have those great things in my outer world, but if I'm not living in my truth and my integrity and my emotional fulfillment and happiness, then it's going to be misaligned, and there's not going to be that fulfillment that you seek. So what are the blocks? The blocks are the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So the Eight of Pentacles is the Duchess Cook. It's represented here. Eight of Pentacles is represented by maybe even mastering, putting your efforts into something, putting the work into it. It's dedicating your time. Your time is a big one. Time management could be a block. It could be that you feel you don't have enough time, or it could feel like you don't have enough information, or you don't have the education, or whatever it is here. For some of you, the block is that you don't want to put time into something any longer, but you feel like by sitting in it, it's going to get better, and it's not. So for example, a relationship that someone is not putting energy, effort, and time into it, you feel like it's magically going to change, and it's not. And that could be a block. That could be an illusion that you are believing in, or an expectation that you're believing in that is leading to unfulfillment. For some of you, you want to go back to school, or you are hoping that, there could be a certification, or there's a degree or a program where you could learn more. And this could help you remove some maybe financial blockages. And I feel like that could certainly be true for you. Now, the Eight of Pentacles can also be perfectionism. It can be high expectations of oneself or others that when they are not met, it brings a dissatisfaction. And I feel like expectations can be the root of evil, right? It can be something that we expect someone to be a certain way and they're not. And then we get disappointed in them and in ourselves for not meeting them, or not, for them not meeting that expectation. I also see that a block of yours could be waiting until the perfect condition to take action. And that is something that's holding you back. And I feel like you're bursting through it now with this new set of values, or remembering an original set of values that is very powerful to you on your journey, very helpful and very healthy as well with this Ace of Pentacles. Because it's represented here, the Ace of Pentacles in your value category is the silver slippers, or in, the Wizard of Oz, the ruby red slippers, which all she needs to do is look at those, and, it kind of brings her to that place of home. So where in your life, or what can you do, whether it's meditation, it could be going outside and going for a walk. It can be recommitting to a spiritual practice, whatever it is that you do. Someone just said reading the scripture. So, whatever your spiritual beliefs are, or your religious beliefs, I feel like it's important for you to reconnect and to rebuild that trust between you and your higher power, okay? Between you and your higher power, and commit to the things that bring you fulfillment. Because some of you, the block is that you're committing to things that don't fulfill you. You're committing to relationships that drain you. You continue giving because you're expecting that if you give enough, or if you show enough love, right, that they're gonna change. Or if you work hard at that job, that they're going to give you that raise. And that could be the truth. But if there hasn't been action and you're not seeing reciprocity, I feel like it's time for a new path. Okay? Because someone's expectations are, it's as if someone's expectations of how something should look is being shattered. And what the outcome is for you, Aquarius, is the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. This is about taking action when it comes to your material world, not holding back. Now, Knight of Swords, it can be impulsivity, so be mindful of impulsive tendencies or urges. And remember to watch your words, or remember, to stay in that energy of compassion and kindness, and show yourself that TLC first and foremost, that tender love and care. But I am getting with the Knight of Swords represented by, the TikTok here. I feel like the time is now to take action, to charge ahead with intellect, to voice your ideas. This could be traveling. It could be, clearing up communication, being assertive, being direct, asking for what you want and going for it instead of waiting for change to happen. This is about you slaying the day. When the Queen of Pentacles shows up, she's represented here by the Duchess. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who has worked hard for her material wealth, right? She is someone who's very resourceful, very nurturing, very business savvy. She's stable and secure with who she is, and she is wealthy and independent, and someone who, you know, she does what she needs to do to succeed. And I don't feel like this is, you know, stepping on people's toes type of way, because this has to do with the King of Cups as part of this new chapter. But for some of you, there was a delay, perhaps due to materialism, or due to not knowing how to work with money or work with your finances. This could be lack of money. Perhaps you weren't able to move forward because of money. That may have been the block. But now you have graduated. There's something around gaining new skill or going towards a new path that is going to bring you additional training or, you know, certification, or to be open to this new path. And I feel like your abundance is increasing or has the ability to take a big jump or a big leap of faith. This is your wealth. But to me, it's not just the material wealth. You have the King of Cups, which is emotional wealth. So we see intuitively and spiritually that your inside is matching your outside world. And that's what you have been wanting for quite some time. But it may have required you to have a new beginning in some way, shape, or form in the material world. The Ace of Pentacles. This is the start of a new life, right? Positive rewards for your hard work. This could be a bonus, a gift, an inheritance. This could be a new job. It could be a move. There may be your physical health could be improving because you're making healthier choices in your life, Aquarius. This is big. So because we have that Devil showing up at the bottom with the Ace of Wands, so we have double aces, and a lot of signs have been getting ace energy showing up, because what's being illuminated for a lot of us is a new direction, a new path. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like September reminds me of, you know, January 1st of New Year's. I feel like it is a brand new, you know, beginning as we shift into a new season. And, you know, we've learned a lot up until this point, and it's also a 9-month. 9s are about completions. So there is something here about endings bringing in new beginnings. But I want to look at this Devil and see what is it that you are releasing from, that you may have been bonded to or tethered to. 3 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Some sort of pain, a painful experience, some sort of disappointment for some of you. Okay. 3 of Swords is about the emotional pain that may have caused bitterness or an energy of feeling closed off, or for you, Aquarius, not to be able to trust in others or yourself. And we talked about this earlier when we talked about the heart opening, right? A little bit more and more due to the conditions that you've gone through, you've closed down. And the 3 of Swords in reverse is good, because I feel like it is you addressing those unresolved emotions that have caused you to close down in the first place. For some of you, this was childhood, right? It could be childhood, just because I see the Page of Cups here. It could be something that you didn't know any better. You had to go through a situation to grow, learn, and become more emotionally intelligent. And now you are with this King of Cups. Now you've grown and you've gained a great deal of wisdom and insight because of the experiences that you've gone through. For some of you, children is involved, either the inner child or children of your own, or it could be a child-parent relationship or dynamic here with this Page of Cups, represented by little Button Bright. How cute is he? And I feel like you're ready to release that pain. You're ready to release some sort of heartbreak, and you're maybe recovering from, could be financial loss that it caused, you know, caused depression. It caused one to really grieve. Some of you, this could have been, I mean, whatever this Three of Swords is, it's difficult. It's challenging. It does break the heart in some way, shape, or form. But when I see this Devil in reverse, you're unbonding yourself from it. And it may have been a very, very difficult bond to break out of, or to release, or even to forgive. But I see it happening because we also have the Judgment card showing up here. And the Judgment is a second chance at life, a second chance at love, or, to have a sense of vitality, a second chance at your happiness, basically. So let's clarify some of the energies here. Let's start with, we do have, let's see, we did clarify with the Three of Swords with the Devil, but let's look at the Eight of Cups. We see that you're ready. You are ready to cut ties with the Devil. You're ready to move on. A lot of you have physically, right? This could have been years ago, but emotionally, there's still been something that you've been hanging on to. And I just want to peek at this path. A wish upon a star. What is this wish? Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh. Here's the divine union. This is a divine counterpart. Two different decks, King and Queen of Cups. This could be your twin flame. This could be a union or a partnership that is here for the heart. This is emotionally satisfying. This is a connection that is absolutely beautiful. This is a divine counterpart right here. And that's what you're embarking upon. Some of you, this is your own masculine and your feminine coming together to create that sense of wholeness. But for others of you, and this was a huge theme coming up in September, especially if you watch the love readings, it could be towards a romantic love, a friendship, a partnership in career. We have many different types of unions in our lives, but a lot of you are preparing for union of some sort or some way here. Spirit, what do we have with this? King of Wands in reverse. Perhaps that's the Devil. Some of you needed to let go of a King of Wands. This can be someone or an energy, at least, represented by the King of Wands. An energy that's very stubborn, very dominant, a better than, like I'm better than this. Someone thought they were better than others. King of Wands in reverse can be very cocky, very arrogant, very narcissistic. So this could again be an archetype that you were dealing with, or it could have been traits such as stubbornness that was holding you back as well. But I feel like you're ready to embark upon this new journey. You absolutely are. And you've been ready. But it feels like that emotional disappointment kept kind of creeping its ugly head up, and you're moving on. Spirit, what's this King of Cups all about on this new path, this new journey? Some of you are walking right into love. You really are. King of Swords. Look at all this king energy. You have all, let's see, you have all the kings but the King of Pentacles. But remember, you have the Queen of Pentacles at the end. So it's as if, perhaps the emotional piece comes in for you, right? That emotional bond, that connection, and then you build that life together, right? And then there's the commitment of, committing to each other on the physical realm, moving into with each other, getting married, or, becoming business partners, making something more concrete. But it starts with this spark of love. And if this is, a career, this could be where you connect with someone here and you're able to come together on all different levels, and you build that bond of trust. You build that bond of trust with each other. And then I do see that there's some sort of documentation that may take place for you down the road with the King of Swords. This could be some legal binding contracts that bring the two of you together. But I feel like there is an honest connection, an honest redress between this King and this Queen of Cups that could be very, very important. This could also be a same-sex union for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you are manifesting this union, this partnership into the world. I also see for some of you, if you're dealing with any legal situations, that's wrapping up. That's coming to an end here. And that may free you up quite literally to be able to move your life in a new direction. Some of you, this may have to do with legal requirements. This may have to do with like citizenship of some sort, or yeah, documentation where you've been tethered to the devil in some way, shape, or form. Let's look at your, what else do we want to look at? I want to take a peek at the blocks a little bit more with the Eight of Pentacles. Spirit, why is the Eight of Pentacles here as a block? Two of Cups. Okay, so we see partnership, we see union. There's a time to reflect and to trust that you're able to bring something together, or to work towards bringing this together, because the Eight of Pentacles is work, right? It is putting it in. You can see that in the Duchess kitchen, she's got a million things cooking and a lot going on. And for those of you who've ever worked in a restaurant, or you've ever worked on the line, you know, there's a lot going on. And I see here that some of you, there may be intimidation on, you know, putting yourself out there, or if you are in a union currently, like, how do I work on it? How do I do it? It's going to be work. Do I really want to, you know, do all that? But I feel like the accomplishment and the reward from, you know, maybe taking that class or getting that degree, or putting yourself out there again and trying dating, or whatever this partnership is or union is. I mean, it doesn't have to be a person. This could be you coming into union with, you know, a new business collaboration, or, you know, a new goal for your career. I feel like the work that you put into it will absolutely be worth it. So try not to disconnect from it out of fear, out of illusions, because here's the start of your new life. Remember, your values are here. So don't let that devil creep back in and tell you it's not possible, because remember, the word itself, impossible, spells I'm possible. Remember that. All right, Aquarius, last but not least, let's look at the outcome. Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. What do we need to know about these two partnered up? I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, she's not joking around here. She's not, I feel like she has an aim. She has, you know, a target. She has a goal in mind, and there's no stopping her. And this will bring her a lot of success. Wow, you guys, this is exactly what I was just picking up on. The Seven of Wands is all in, a very determined energy. And whatever this goal is that you have, whatever you are being assertive, or you're speaking up, or you are going for, if you go all in, you will be very wealthy in many different ways, very rich in resources, but you have to put in the work and take the initiative. And I feel like this is very profound, and it's definitely part of your journey. It's part of your journey. So don't be afraid to go all in. Don't back down. You got this, Aquarius. You got this. Let's get a message here from your guides, your spiritual team, loved ones in spirit, ancestors. What does Aquarius need to know at this time? All right. Don't dim to fit in. Don't dim that light. Don't shy back. Don't hold back. The world needs you, Aquarius. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How are you keeping yourself small? How are you shying back from your gifts, your abilities, your skills, your talents, your purpose? Your guides, your spiritual team, your ancestors, your loved ones are saying, don't hold back when you're meant to shine. You are the star, right? In the major arcana, the star is you. And you have some big wishes. You're protected. Some of you, there's a fear of, what if I'm not protected? What if I give this my all and I fall flat on my face? But what if you're protected? Even if that fall happens, you're cushioned. Remember that, okay? Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. There's something you are meant to cut out of your life because it is unhealthy or it is holding you back. Don't dim to fit in. Once you cut the ties, cut the cord, I'm getting that song by Shinedown, Cut the Cord, okay? Some of you are quite literally with this legality or legal situation. You are not connecting to something that is unhealthy, and you want emotional fulfillment and wealth and abundance. And in order to obtain that, you must walk a new path. You must start a new life. And that's the direction I see you going. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. Big, big energy. If this resonates, hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Lots of love.